Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Don K. Preston. I'm the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma. Running kind of late this morning. I've got some technological problems. My printer has decided this morning it's not going to work. It will not coordinate between my computer and the printer. Be that as it may. You know, I asked in a previous session that if you had a suggestion or an idea for me to discuss here on Morning Musings, that just send me an email and I would consider that. And since I can't print it off, I'll have to read this email from the computer, so excuse me as I turn around here, and as I read this letter that I got from Brazil. Man, isn't Facebook incredible? So, here's the letter that I received just yesterday. Hi, Don. I'm Christian from Brazil. Sorry if my English is not correct. I always had problem in understanding the Bible. Some texts drove me crazy. Everyone in the church teaches that Jesus Christ will return in the near future, rapture, great tribulation, pope. However, when I was reading the Bible, Jesus always said that his return would be in the near future. Some people will not prove death or see death, I'm assuming, and John would be alive and is returning. The Bible was written in the first century, not today. I'm a lawyer. Interpretation is essential for every document. The Bible isn't different. But once I start watching Morning Musing, everything makes sense. The Bible became a book much easier to read and understand the principles, the words of Jesus Christ, Revelation, the prophets. However, until now, I don't understand who exactly is the beast of the earth of Revelation 13, 11 to 18. I would like you to talk about this subject in the new series of your program on YouTube because Brazil needs the truth that you preach. When I comment with the leadership about this, they hate me, call me Antichrist, demons theology, but the true believers pay attention and change their minds. They love this teaching because it all makes sense. Help me share your knowledge with people I know here in Brazil. This truth, this gospel of the kingdom, changes my life and of my family. So if you could please share with your listeners some thoughts about the beast of the earth, I would love this. Congratulations for your morning musings. Carry on, and God bless. Waiting for the new series. Well, Christian, thank you so very, very much for your email. Thank you for your kind remarks. This morning and in the next few sessions, we will try to make some comment about the beast, the two beasts, actually. We have a sea beast and we have a land beast in Revelation chapter 13. Now, obviously, we cannot isolate Revelation 13 from Revelation 12 or Revelation chapter 14. And these chapters are absolutely critical to our understanding of the identity of the beast, the land beast, in Revelation chapter 13. For this morning, for brevity's sake, this will simply serve as an introduction. I would like you to note, however, that one of the keys to understanding the identity of the beast, either the sea beast as well as the land beast, is to understand Jewish thought of the first century. The Jewish thought of not only the first century but centuries before that was that the sea represented the Gentile world, the pagan world. The Jews were not seafarers. They were not known as sailors of the sea. They were a kind of a land-based people. So the sea represented the pagan world, by and large. Secondly, the land for Israel did not represent dirt. It represented the land of Israel. And what you find in the book of Revelation repeatedly is reference not simply to land, but it is the land. The Greek word Ge, G-E is the way that we would spell that. So it is specifically the land. And as many scholars have noted, when Jewish writers, and John was most assuredly a Jew, refer to the land, they are referring to the land of Israel. Now, if that well-known, well-established usage of the term the land is being used here in Revelation 13, as opposed to the sea, then what we find in Revelation 13 is that you have a pagan authority coupled with Israel, joining with Israel to do what? To persecute the saints. And I want to suggest to you that this becomes within itself one of the most definitive proofs that Revelation was written prior to the fall of Jerusalem in AD 70. It was written prior to the time of Domitian. You know, we're told Domitian, or the book of Revelation, was written in the time of Domitian. Domitian was the beast. No, he was not. So, I want to suggest to you, and we will develop it in the next presentation, that the identification of the sea beast as a pagan Gentile force and the land beast as related to Israel demands that there was a partnership between a pagan force, which is the dominant force, and Israel in some way, some fashion, in a partnership of persecution against the body of Christ. And let me say again, that proves that Revelation was written prior to the fall of Jerusalem in AD 70, and it proves that Domitian was not the beast. Now, I want to make a very special offer as introduction to this series. This information that I've just shared with you, and much more, is found in my book, Who is This Babylon? I discuss this beast and this partnership of persecution and the proof that it was written prior to AD 70 in this book, Who is This Babylon? And by the way, as we will see, this mark of the beast in Revelation 13 is directly related to the 144,000 in Revelation chapter 14. And the 144,000 in Revelation 14 proves definitively that Revelation was written in the first century before the fall of Jerusalem. And I prove that in my book, Blast from the Past. Now, normally, Babylon is $19.95. Blast from the Past is $4.95. Each of them $4.95 shipping each. So, as you can see, that's about $30 normally. If you take advantage of this special offer, I will send you a copy of Who is This Babylon and Blast from the Past for $20, postpaid. But you have to mention that you saw the offer on YouTube or Facebook. Say that you want Who is This Babylon, Blast from the Past, special offer, YouTube and Facebook. You can send me the money by PayPal using my email address. Go to www.eschatology.org or BibleProphecy.com. Send me an email through the website. You can pay with PayPal. Send me a check through our address, and we'll get it to you. Hey, you're going to enjoy this series on the beast, the land beast of Revelation 13, as it relates to chapter 12, as it relates to chapter 14, and the definitive proof that Revelation was written prior to the fall of Jerusalem in AD 70 applied to that event and could not have been written in the time of Domitian as the beast. You're going to love it. Hey, take advantage of the special offer. We'll see you on the flip side. You have a great day.